Syphon Filter for the PlayStation 1 is an absolute classic, and I wanted to revisit this gem, but with one exception. I could only use the taser.
No, don't shoot me.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna shoot you. Yeah, probably not a good idea, but in doing so, I actually uncovered some bugs and some undesired behavior. What? Why is this guy not shooting me? So, let's see if we can beat Syphon Filter with just a taser. Spoiler alert! You can't. But we're gonna try it anyway. So if you could please like and subscribe, let's get on with the video. So Georgia Street wasn't too difficult. However, I definitely underestimated how difficult and frustrating this was gonna be. This game was a lot more fun when it came out. But anyway, this part, you gotta kill the guys quickly or else they're gonna kill your boy. I made sure to take down the guy closest to him first. The range on the taser is one of the things that makes it really fun to use. Like I said before, I had a lot of fun with this playthrough, but after a few levels, it got painfully frustrating, which I can't wait to show you. So already we get to the first part of the game when we cannot continue without using a gun. So even though you can't beat the game with just a taser, I wanted to see how much of the game can be completed without using a gun. I will of course mention each and every scenario where using a weapon other than the taser is absolutely necessary to continue the game. But anyway, let's keep moving on. Now I don't plan on going over the entire game, I just want to highlight the most difficult parts of this challenge, like this part, Cravage. I tried my absolute best to line up the shot, but failed miserably. Oh boy. Now look how long it took me. This is gonna be a long day. I was so upset at this point, I just wanted to watch him burn. So here I couldn't use the taser to destroy the computer, so again, had to pull out the gun. So honestly, from here on out, nothing was too challenging. I thought this part was funny. This guy was nice enough to let me take my call.
I move in.
Now, for the last challenge of the level. This guy has some grenades, so what I did is ran past him, let him chuck that grenade, and then I came back and I tased him. Alright, first level done.
Gabe, what's happening?
But it gets crazy from here. So the destroyed subway was actually one of the easiest levels. I came across maybe one or two guys that were throwing grenades, but for the most part, we won't spend too much time on this level because, again, it wasn't really that challenging. Now, the main subway line, this one was pretty quick and easy too. It wasn't too challenging. I just thought the very end was a little interesting. As you can see, I couldn't hit Mara with the taser, and that was probably because the cutscene wouldn't make sense.
Where's Rhomer? Where are the other bombs?
You're too late, Logan.
We'll see.
Okay, now Washington Square Park wasn't too hard, but it wasn't easy either. There were some parts where I had to defend the CBDC agents disarming the bomb, and that wasn't too bad.
All clear, Gabe.
And there was this other part with this guy with a flak jacket, but I got kind of lucky here. It got really hard when these guys with these shotguns came through. So because of that, I had to take a different approach. And by different approach, I mean I had to run away. Alright, now we're at the last part of the level, and this part was wasn't too hard, but I definitely had to be strategic about my approach. As you can see, I'm constantly pressing the target button to see if there's anyone around, and all these dudes had flak jackets, so headshots all around. Nice catch. And this actually happens a couple times throughout this playthrough. Alright, now it's time to fight Gerdu.
I'm at the entrance. Tell CBDC to get their team moving.
Gabe, your dude's wearing full body armor. You've got to find a weak spot.
You can't run forever.
Alright, well obviously I'm not bringing this guy down with a taser, but I had to try, right?
You can't run forever.
Alright, enough of that. So the Expo Center reception is another level that I just could not beat without having to use a gun. So this is a stealth level, and if you get caught, the mission is over. And for the life of me, I just couldn't figure out how to get past this part right here. It was impossible for me to not get detected. But if anyone can beat this level with a taser, I don't think it could be done. It was this specific section that no matter what I did, I just got caught. I tried so many times, I couldn't get around it. So unfortunately, I had to finish, well, not the rest of the level with the gun, but I had to take out a lot of guys with the pistol.
Gabe, Bacon's run for it. Rhomer and Aramov went after him, but Benton's still in there with you. Watch out.
So now that the stealth part of the mission is over, I wanted to equip the taser, and I wanted to continue with the challenge. And I thought this guy was going to be a little tough, but not really. Nice. So now that that's over, to be honest with you, the rest of the level, it's not too difficult. I mean, there's a couple guys that I encounter with flak jackets, but other than that, it's cake. Once again, I have to pull out the gun to shoot out these locks. No big deal. Now for the rest of the level, it's, I would say, moderately difficult. There are a few guys with flak jackets that I have to hit them with headshots. But again, the rest of the level was not too difficult, honestly. And now I think this is the last part of the level where I absolutely have to use a gun in order to continue. So now we're nearing the end of the level. I think everyone from here on out is wearing a flak jacket, so I gotta be a little careful. But other than that, took them out and finished the level. So that was definitely one of the hardest levels that I played, but it only gets more difficult from here. Now, I was actually streaming on Twitch, and I just want you to see the look on my face when I find out what I have to go through. I have to fight 4 guys with flak jackets in close proximity, and I really thought that I was done for, but here's the fight. Little did I know, it was gonna get so much harder from here. So this part was pretty cool, but a tad bit unrealistic. This part honestly wasn't that hard. The enemies, they had some powerful weapons, but lucky for me, I had a lot of cover, so that gave me a lot of time to line up the shot, hit the headshot, and then move on to the next section. So I would say this part is definitely challenging, just because every single enemy that I encounter has a flak jacket. So again, it's all about just getting safe, hitting the headshot, and moving on.
Tell me where the virus labs are.
So now we're nearing the end of the level, and
Tell me,
I actually
or I will
screwed
kill
up.
you.
Check it out.
I can't tell you. Don't kill me.
You.
There goes Fagin. Is Mara still alive?
Yes. Now to get some answer.
Gabe, we needed Fagin alive.
Oops. So now all I have to do is climb this dinosaur and get to the other side. But there's a couple dudes that come with flak jackets, which is a little annoying. And I had to get rid of them before I moved on. Got rid of them. Completed the level.
Leon, send in an evac. We'll have to patch her up before we can get any information out of her.
Copy. On their way.
Alright, now Rhomer's base was extremely difficult. So this is a stealth mission, and if you get caught, the level doesn't finish, but it might as well, because they'll send out so many enemies that you just can't handle them. So, oh man, let's take a look at what happened.
Damn it! Damn it!
So I actually got lucky like 4 or 5 times throughout this level, and without luck I don't think I could have beat this level. But surprisingly, yeah, I beat this level with just a taser, so check it out. So I don't know how that didn't trigger an alarm, but again,
I found a
I
fuel
got
tank.
really lucky. And now I go to, I guess, put the C4 on this tank, and I hit a checkpoint. And
I've
these
planted the first
checkpoints
explosive.
are like, oh man, much needed.
Damn it!
Oh man, not again. You can imagine how many times this happened throughout this level. Just kill me.
Damn it!
Come on! Leon, I don't have time for you right now. Okay, shh. Don't make a sound. What the hell?
Damn it!
What? How did you even see me? Oh, man. Okay, so I wanted to point out the fact that this really sucks. I can't destroy these lights here with a taser. And again, I'm trying to complete as much of the game as possible without any extra weapons. So, I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Damn it!
Oh man, I'm going completely crazy here. Like, I just want to give up at this point. Alright, well, I've been playing this level for well over an hour now. I was frustrated, I was tired, but I was determined to finish this level with just a taser. So up here, there's like 4 guys that I had to take out, which surprisingly went well. I hit this checkpoint, and then here's another gate where I had to shoot out the lock, hit the switch.
I found the power to the motion sensors. I'm heading over to the bunkers now.
And yeah, let's keep going. Remember in the beginning of the level when I said that I got lucky a number of times? Well, this scenario is one of them. Let me explain. Down here, there's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 guys, and it was it was impossible to not trigger the
Damn
alarm
it.
because there's just too many guys to just deal with, right?
Damn it!
I could have thrown a gas grenade or whatever, but I'm just using a taser.
Damn
so
it.
Watch what happens. I'm patiently waiting for those two guys to just get far away so I could hit that guy by himself, but he's not even there. It's like a literal gift from the gaming gods. They must have known that I was trying this challenge and they threw me a bone here. Where is this guy? Like, I was so confused. But anyway, if you think that my troubles are over from here, oh my god. So I waited until the coast was clear, and this was a pretty risky move, but I didn't want to deal with that light. I'm surprised that I didn't get caught here. I was holding my breath because I was taking advantage of the fact that for some strange reason that other enemy wasn't there. And now here's my second challenge. How the hell am I supposed to kill these guys and not trigger the alarm? So I came up with this genius idea, and I'll be honest, oh my god, again, I got really, really lucky. I did not think this was gonna work. Oh man, I was so happy. So happy. All I needed is a checkpoint, and whew, that was a lot. Okay, now all I have to do is avoid this light. There's a tank around the corner, and there's my checkpoint. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I almost got caught there, but here comes another challenge, which again, I think I got lucky. This is how I handled it. I just tried to get far, shock the guy, and I don't know how it didn't trigger an alarm, but super happy I didn't trigger an alarm.
That's the last explosive. I'll trigger the timer once I'm on the roof and have disabled their radar.
Copy.
Okay, so if this were a normal playthrough, you would take care of those three guys with a gas grenade, but again, I'm only using the taser.
Damn it!
And I don't think I had a choice. I think I had to trigger the alarm here. So it was, at this point, I just had to make a run for it. It was at this point where I was like, come on, why is this level not ending? I made a couple wrong turns. I got killed right at the end, but eventually I made it through. So now the base bunker and the base tower, I'm not really going to spend a lot of time because, well, the base bunker, the only call out that I really had, I mean, it was a little annoying navigating everything, and I had to use a gun to shoot out the switches. Other than that, there weren't too many guys with flak jackets, so not much of a challenge. So I was able to get through this level with no headaches like the last level. And obviously the base tower, you can't take the chopper down with the taser. Well, I mean, I had to try, right? That's pretty much it for this. The base escape was also not a big deal, so here's a run through. I cut the audio for this because I thought it was going to be a little annoying, but I thought this level was going to give me a problem, but yeah, again, I just keep getting lucky. Took this nice little shortcut. So Rhomer Stronghold, I'm not going to say it was easy, but it wasn't too difficult like Rhomer's base. And the reason being was because, yeah, there was definitely a lot of guys with flak jackets, but I had a lot of cover, so that definitely helped me out. one thing that was super annoying was that the scientists, they wouldn't sit still, so it was a little difficult to get that headshot, but I was able to get it. And there was this one particular part of the mission where it was a little challenging, where I had to keep resetting, but I eventually figured out. So again, this level, again, won't spend too much time because it was pretty straightforward. Just get the headshots, get all the scientists, then move on to the next level. The Stronghold lower level was pretty much the same deal, not much different from the last level. A couple guys with flak jackets. Again, not too crazy, wasn't too challenging, nothing too difficult, so won't spend too much time on this one. I will, however, call out this part. This was a little annoying. It took me forever to get this headshot, just because they weren't staying still, and also this guy was shooting at me. But again, piece of cake. So here's the end of the level. Pretty simple. There was like 3 guys, but they didn't even have flak jackets. So again, this level was not too challenging. So let's move on to the next one. So this is another level that unfortunately I could not complete without an additional weapon. There's this one part. Well, first of all, this is a stealth mission, and if you get caught, game's over. So that's annoying. But this part right here, there was just absolutely no way that I could have gotten past these guards without triggering an alert. So I was forced to use a gas grenade, which sucks. But anyway, so I re-equipped the taser, and I wanted to continue this challenge, so let's keep going. Okay, so this was the moment where I said to myself, either this is impossible, I'm not going to be able to complete this challenge, I should just give up, because this part is extremely difficult. I have to, not only do I have to hit a couple headshots because most of these guys have flak jackets, but I also have to protect Fagin on top of that. Wow, this was incredibly challenging, and I kept trying, Let's see how I did.
Follow me.
I'm actually gonna let this whole thing play out because I thought it was pretty impressive how I pulled this off.
Kill them.
I'm telling you right now, if there was no checkpoints in this level, I'm not sure if I would have been able to complete this, because I definitely died a couple times after this.
Follow me. Look out! This way. This way. No, this way.
Let's get out of here. We've got company. Ha! What are you doing? Got it. Cover me.
That was crazy.
There's someone up ahead.
So remember in the beginning of the video, I said that I experienced some bugs and undesired behavior? Well, I found one in this level and a few others a little later, and of course I will point them out. So PHARCOM Warehouses wasn't too hard because there weren't a lot of enemies with flak jackets, so navigating the level was probably the most difficult. Thank goodness, because I'm freaking tired of this game at this point. Here we can't move on unless we shoot these barrels. And check this out, this is the first bug that I encountered. I thought this was so cool. Has this ever happened to you? Leave a comment below if it has. And this ain't the only bug. Anytime when there's grenades involved, it's definitely a little challenging. Haha, and I think he killed one of his boys. So I would say this level was moderately challenging. Here's the last guy that I had to take out. And here's the end of the level. Now, PHARCOM Elite Guards was almost a repeat of the last level. It was a little bit more difficult because these enemies, they had some powerful weapons. And I did experience some difficulty. It was challenging, but let's start off with a bug that I found here. Check this out. So this guy right here, he has a flak jacket, and if you have a flak jacket, then you have to get hit with a headshot in order to be shocked by the taser. But as you can see, I hit this guy in his knee. You see the flak jacket, right? That's definitely a bug. So I'm not gonna go over the rest of the level. There's not anything too interesting to see other than that bug. But this was hard. This level was definitely a challenge. But I was able to get through it with just a taser.
Gabe, that's Warehouse 76. The entrance to the silo is in there somewhere.
So Warehouse 76 was pretty tough as well. Everything's on fire. Everyone has flak jackets. It's dark. It's really hard to see. So this one was definitely challenging. It took me a long time to get past this level. But let's start off with this this thing that I found. I wouldn't consider it a bug, but I thought it was a little weird. Interesting, right? I thought it was pretty funny, so I held on to it for as long as I could. I was like, whoa, this is I don't know what this is. Like I said, not easy. There were definitely a number of tough battles that I encountered, but again, I was able to take them down with just a taser. And then here we get to the end of the level, and again I had to use a gun in order to call this elevator. Now I think the silo access tunnels, I think this was probably the most difficult level that I've ever played with just a taser. As you can see in the beginning, I get rushed by these three guys. I have absolutely nowhere to hide, so I have to be very accurate with my taser. And not only that, there's dudes with grenades. Oh man, this is, like I said before, this was definitely the hardest level in this game. So here's one thing that I found interesting. Again, I don't think I would consider it a bug, but this was a little weird. I chased this guy, and I guess we became friends. I tried everything I could to get this guy to shoot me. I even shot him in the leg, and nothing. So I thought this was pretty interesting. Here's one example of why this level was so difficult. There was absolutely no way that I was gonna beat them on the ground, so I had to stay up here and just pray that that grenade didn't hit me. And luckily, that was the only guy that had grenades, because if those other dudes had grenades, then I don't know if I would have beat this. So I definitely died like, oh man, I don't even know, but like I said before, I was determined to complete this challenge. I just had to be really careful with these guys and, you know, line up the headshots really well. Again, this was definitely the hardest level.
I've made it into the power room. I'm going to try to overload the generator.
Be careful. I'm not sure what that will do to the power room. The whole place could blow.
I don't have much choice.
So Tunnel Blackout was pretty tough too, but I wouldn't put it up there with silo access tunnels because I don't think there was any guys with grenades in this level. The only thing that I had to deal with that it was just dark, difficult to navigate, and in this level you're supposed to use the sniper rifle, but I didn't, of course. Check it out. As you can see, this is what I was dealing with throughout the whole level, and it definitely took a lot of time to complete, but again, not as challenging as the previous level. It was all about being patient, continually tapping the target button to see if there was anyone around, and if I had to run away from the gunfight, I would run, reset. Took a really long time, but this level was completed with just a taser.
Leon, I don't think this is an abandoned silo. There's an R9 Devyaka sitting here ready to launch. Fagan was planning something big.
Can you see the launch computer?
It shows countdown in progress, and the access codes I have won't let me in.
Damn, you won't be able to stop it from launching. You have to get its self-destruct codes and detonate it when it reaches the atmosphere.
Where do I find the codes?
There's a panel on the missile itself, near its base. Get down to level 3 before it launches. Once it's launched, you'll have to get to level 2 to trigger its detonation.
Finally, we get down to the missile silo, the last level of the game. I'm not gonna explain anything. I'm just gonna let you see for yourself. So it turns out in the end, I wasn't able to kill Rhomer with the taser. Again, I think it was the same deal as Mara. The cutscene wouldn't make sense. So here's the finale.
Десять, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Markinson.
Of course I knew you would solve the puzzle eventually. I expect only the best from my men. Where is Rhomer?
You're asking me? How long has Rhomer been working for you, Markinson?
Since your mission to Costa Rica. When you discovered the connection between Rhomer's plantation and Fagan, I did some digging of my own through our monitor at the WHO.
And decided that you wanted the virus for yourself.
For the agency, actually.
And the missile?
The missile was my idea. Markinson came here to stop it, but he was too late, as are you.
Who's the target, Rhomer?
Does it matter?
I'm intercepting frantic calls from NATO command. They're tracking the missile's launch. All European commands are being ordered to DEFCON 3. If you don't get to the detonator on level 2 in time, we're looking at World War III.
Leon, I made it. I'm triggering the missile's detonator now.
NATO spy sats are tracking it. There it goes. Thank God, Gabe, you've done it.
I'm downloading the virus information now. I'm ready for pickup.
Don't you know when to quit, Logan? We'd have made a great team.
I don't think so.
Don't you know when to quit, Logan? How will it feel to watch
Here
your
you
partner
actually see me
die?
try to hit him with the taser, but like I said before, it just wouldn't work.
How will it feel to watch your partner die? Don't you know when to quit, Logan?
So there you have it. Playing Syphon Filter with just a taser. At times it was definitely fun because of the challenge, the extra challenge. But man, sometimes it was, oh my god, there was many times where I wanted to quit this challenge. I'm thinking about doing the same thing for Syphon Filter 2 and Syphon Filter 3. Comment below if you would like to see that. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
I don't know if we'll ever know.